kills tonight. That's all that Nebraska's been able to muster against this Purdue defense. Oilers rush 5 in the direction of Hoppus. He's got it. Touchdown, Nebraska. Tyler Hoppus. 27-yard touchdown reception, his second of the season. And don't go away yet. Nebraska's right back in it.
Nebraska senior tight end Tyler Hoppus had a career-high 105 receiving yards and his second touchdown catch of the season in the Huskers' comeback win over Purdue this past weekend. Tyler kind enough to join us from our campus studio in Lincoln. Tyler, let's start by playing the percentages. You wear number 88, so I want to know if the percentage is greater or less than 88% that people screw up the pronunciation of your last name the first time they see it.
I'd say it's definitely greater than 88%.
What's the worst one you've ever heard, the furthest away from Hoppus?
Let's see, probably Hoppus. I've gotten Hoppus a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Or Hops.
But you don't
Hops
get it.
Isn't too bad.
You don't get it in Lincoln because you're a Lincoln guy. You've had a really interesting journey, Southwest High grad. You go to Wayne State to start, and then when you transfer in, you have to redshirt a year. There's 1 year where you don't see the field at all. Last year, you're mainly special teams, and now you're a vital part of this passing game. What's the entire experience been like for you?
It's been a long journey, like you said. I'm grateful to be where I am today. You know, watching all the seniors last year and how they did in the games really kind of prepared me to start off this year and be the guy. You know, Ethan and Sam taught me a lot since I didn't get those game reps. But I would say I'm starting to come into my own right now.
For a guy like you, who I assume grew up idolizing a lot of the players on this team and watching everything that they did, what's the experience like to put on that Nebraska uniform?
It's still pretty surreal. Like the first time running out of the tunnel is an amazing feeling, and you get that every time. Even when we're on the road, you know, you see all the Husker fans that travel, and it's a great experience. So.
Yeah, I can second that. Having seen a couple of games at Memorial Stadium, it is hard to top as a Saturday college football experience.
Right.
What was the last couple of weeks like for you, Tyler, heading into the Purdue game? Obviously, you come off 2 really tough home losses to Wisconsin and Ohio State. You had the extra week to, first of all, kind of stew on it, but also to get rid of it and get ready for the rest of the year. How did you guys kind of stay together despite the criticism from the outside?
You know, it was a perfect time for a bye week, I'd say. We came off two hard losses like that, and we kind of just regrouped, had fun at practice, and knew we had to keep competing. You know, we were always looking to get better every day. We weren't giving up on the season, so I would say that bye week really came at a perfect time to help us get back on track.
How would you describe Coach Riley and the way he handled that bye week for you guys?
I'd say the same thing. You know, he just kept pushing us to get better every day. And, you know, we have a lot of season left. That's what he would keep telling us. And that's just what we did. You know, we never gave up, so.
Maybe it was the adjustment period for Tanner Lee. Obviously, the last month has been phenomenal, especially in comparison to the first month. As a teammate, as a guy who catches passes from him every day in practice, how has he grown?
Yeah, he has came into his own the past month. And, He's looking very great, and I think that, honestly, with all the off-season work and all the time we put in there, with all the pass routes and all the balls and all the catches we had, I think now he has chemistry with every receiver, every tight end on the team, and you really can see that now in these past couple games.
Your second touchdown catch of the year against Purdue this past weekend, it comes in West Lafayette. Your first came against Illinois in Champaign. Any of your friends and family who couldn't make the road trips begging you to catch one in Lincoln next time?
Yeah, that's always the plan. I need to get one in front of the home crowd here.
You do take on a Northwestern team this weekend that just gave up over 400 yards passing to Michigan State. How comfortable are you guys that with your pass game and where it is right now, you can replicate some of what MSU did against Northwestern?
You know, we're getting better every day, and watching all the film, watching the coverages they play and how they roll to it, and you know, we're excited to go out there and compete against. You know, they're a good opponent, so it's not going to be easy.
I know Mike Riley, I know every coach preaches just win this next one, but there's no doubt that this team wants to play a 13th game this season, to get to a bowl game. What would that mean for you as a guy who waited so long to get to the field, to get to play not just a full season for the Huskers, but to play a postseason game for Nebraska?
Yeah, it'd mean a lot. You know, I've been on a bowl trip every year here, and not to go to one my senior year would really suck. But you know, like I said, we've been competing every day, getting better every day, and we're not like you said, we're not really looking. You know, we need to win this many games to get to a bowl game. We're just looking to finish out the season strong.
Nebraska tight end Tyler Hoppus, kind enough to join us on BTN Live. After this interview, Tyler, let's hope anybody that listened in will never be part of that 88% that we discussed at the start of the conversation. Best of luck this weekend, my friend.
Thank you. Have a good one.